Hi everybody, Eleni here, Prayer Priestess from CaliTaros.life. On this channel, I like to offer insights to help you stand in your power as deliberate creators of your reality. So today I wanted to talk and dive more into the power of your thoughts and what you can do about them. So we have the understanding that our thoughts become things, a term well noted by the movie and book The Secret. And that is so true. What we think about becomes true for us. And yes, sitting down and visualizing about what you desire is so powerful. But if you're doing that 30 minutes a day and you're having 95,000 thoughts, what are all the other thoughts about? And a good gauge as far as where your thoughts might need to shift is by looking at what areas of your life don't align with your vision, or what manifestations are present due to your past thoughts that just aren't really serving you, or they displease you in some sort of way. They're not what you want. So let's say, you're visualizing daily on having massive wealth, but you're staring at a pile of bills and really trying hard to think positive and battling feelings of frustration with money. Or perhaps, health is an area that is lacking for you. These are all gauges as to where we're putting some of those 95,000 other thoughts in a not so efficient manner as far as creating what we want to see. So awareness is the first key. So once you break it down and you think about what areas of your life aren't going and flowing in the way that you'd like to see them to, start to become aware. What are you thinking about during the day? And most of the time, it's mindless thinking. It's not something that you're sitting down and intentionally thinking. It could be as far as like preparing for scenarios in your mind. So you have a thought, and let's say it's money, and you're thinking about your money expenses for the month, how that's going to get covered, how much money's coming in this week, how much money's coming in next week, where this is going, breaking it down, and then you're worried about, will I be okay for the holidays? You're already preparing for still being in lack. And these kinds of thoughts are running rampant through your mind throughout the day. Well, while they're doing that, they're creating. The universe responds to exactly what we feed it. So when we worry and we fret, well, worry is just like a prayer for what you don't want. So you want to start to try to gauge the areas of your life. Think about how you're thinking about them during the day. Are you worried about things? Are you preparing for worst case scenarios? Scenarios are just thoughts. They're just thoughts. You can refuse to scare yourself that way. You can easily do that. You can say, you know what? I'm not going to scare myself this way. That was an old thought pattern. And when you set the intention that you are going to start to become more mindful of the words that you're using and the thoughts you're thinking, you're going to discover that you become more mindful of it. And once you become mindful, that's when you can apply a shift. So let's say you catch yourself over budgeting your money or planning for poor health. Allergy season is coming up. Well, you're already preparing to have your allergies, right? Or even own them. You're already preparing to have the allergies. You're preparing for that. You're mentally expecting it. You always get what you expect because you're vibrating to it. So let's say you catch yourself doing one of these things. Lovingly, not harshly, you just say, that was my old way of thinking. I'm thinking new thoughts now. And replace it with a positive thought. Just because I had allergies the past 3 years doesn't mean I have to have allergies this year, because you're a deliberate creator. This is your life. You don't have to accept anything that's told to you by anyone. It's your life to create. You don't have to prepare for things when you stay in the moment and you stay aware, because it is your present thoughts that are creating your tomorrow. So when we stay in the now, we find the joy in the now. And, if trying to have positive thoughts about areas of your life is challenging for you, if you feel overwhelmed, well, don't think about them. Think it subconscious mind. Show me thoughts about something else. Challenge your mind to take you someplace else. If you catch yourself worrying about money again and it's just very overwhelming, for you, or your health is really concerning and it's consuming to your mind, challenge yourself to think about other things. Show me joyous thoughts. Something I often recommend to people that I work one-on-one with is to write a list of things you like to think about and things you like to do. Put together a go-to. So if you find yourself having a difficult time getting out of that mental chatter, or you've noticed it's happening, you're becoming aware of it, you have that list. Well, this is something I like to do. I like to sit down and script. I like to go for walks outside. It helps to calm me. I like to work out. Whatever it might be for you. You've already put your intentions down. You've set down things that you know you like to do, and you can turn to them. You can lean on them to help you get through times when you're finding it a little more difficult to get out of mental chatter. So just lovingly release it. That's the best advice I can give you about that, is just remind yourself. If this is your story, you can say, that is my old way of thinking. I'm changing now. I allow my old thoughts to lovingly be healed with new productive thoughts. And if you feel that it was just a quick thought that popped in and that you can bounce back from it, replace it with something counter to what you were thinking. So let's say it's money. My old way of thinking had me worrying about money all the time. I trust and I know that I'm tapped into the flow of the universe, and there's nothing for me to worry about. Money is constantly coming to me in increasing quantities. Get together some affirmations in the area of life that you're looking to improve. And when you find yourself having those destructive thoughts, that was my old way of thinking, and then boom, put in the affirmation. That's a form of using denial as an affirmation. We deny what we don't want to see, and we affirm what we do want to see. And it's extremely powerful, and it works very quickly, especially when you find that you can catch these thoughts more frequently and replace them. Well, guess what? Those are your new creative thoughts. Let's just say you're just starting this work and things keep popping up. Don't worry about it. It's just reverb. It takes time for the universe to spring things back to you. I find for myself, I'm on a couple hour to 2 week cycle of when things return to me, both good and positive and negative. So let's say you've been really working hard at being mindful of your thoughts, you're journaling, you're visualizing, you're doing all the things, you're trying to catch yourself, those 95,000 other thoughts that are springing around. But something pops up a week, 2, a month into the process. It's just a reverb. So you can lovingly say that to yourself. This is just a reverb from my old thinking. I know that now that I'm being more mindful and aware of my thoughts, that better situations are coming to me, and they're coming to me rapidly. Affirm what you want. By your fruits you shall know them. So your fruits being what's happening around you. What are you harvesting? And if there's rotten fruit popping up on a tree, well, that area definitely needs to be looked at more deeply. And like I said, that's why it's fun to be a deliberate creator. It's not so heavy because they're only thoughts, and they can be changed. If the thoughts are creating, they can be changed. Just as easily as you thought your old ways of thinking, your old thoughts, you can invite in new thoughts. You can even lean on that possibility. You can be excited about it. You can get joyful about it. I'm so excited that I'm putting the effort into redirecting my thoughts for more positive outcomes. I'm so excited about all the great blessings that are pouring into my life now that I'm becoming aware, and I'm taking the time to deny what I don't want. It's your choice. You get to choose what you want to see in your life. It really is. And the only way to do it is to be present. Is to be in the moment, to be in the now, to find the joy in the now. Some people say that, positive thoughts bring positive situations, and yeah, that's absolutely true. If you're vibrating with positivity, only positive things can come to you. But if you're a positive thinker and you're seeing that some areas of your life aren't working out, well, that's your gauge. That's where there's thoughts happening, even at the subconscious level, in those 95,000 thoughts that are not positive, that are not in alignment. And it could even be things as far as your view of yourself. That's huge. If you're a loving, kind person and you're out there doing great things in the world, you have a great outlook about money, about your health, but you're hard on yourself, your personal accomplishments, you're criticizing yourself, you're critical of yourself, you beat yourself up a lot, that's a negative vibration. And those kind of thoughts loop a lot when you're not good enough. You should be further along in your career by now. It's things like that. Of course, that meeting didn't go well. You get what you expect. So if you're beating yourself up or you're critical on yourself, you're going to attract situations that are critical. You're going to attract people that are critical. You're going to attract different vibrations that don't align with the rest of your life, which is loving and harmonious. Harmony is the truth. Live by harmony, especially with yourself in the moment, and all other blessings will just roll in for you. So again, it's not, I remember when I first started doing this work, I felt like this was going to be like a big, challenging task. It was going to be difficult to retrain my mind. But I just decided that, I lived my life a certain way for so many years. Some things worked out really great, some things not so much. Those were the areas I needed to shift, and it was no big deal. It's no big deal. It's easy to manifest. I'm a creator. I vibrate frequencies that create for me all the time. And if I don't like something, I can simply change it, and I could just apply love. And I can look at myself with love through the process. So look at yourself with love. This beautiful work in progress that's improving every single day. You're learning more about yourself every single day. And as we shift, we'll notice that people around us shift. When we start to change our thoughts, the world around us literally changes. Relationships improve on their own without any effort. What we see being projected to us from other people changes. It's because we're vibrating differently. We're changing that output that we have going on. So I hope you found this helpful. If you like talking about these sorts of subjects and material, by all means, please subscribe, hit the like, 2 thumbs up for this video. Leave me a comment. Is there something you'd like to talk more about, something you want to learn more about as far as manifesting or the truth, law of attraction, whatever specific person, what you guys are looking to create in your own lives? I'm happy to offer any insight. I like to keep this casual. So I open it up to you to submit any suggestions to me. Have a beautiful, blessed day, and I'll see you on the flip side.